Good morning, viewers. Today I wish to look into mail merge in word processors, that is MS Word, and this is what we are going to do. First, let us Google and see what is mail merge. Mail merge is a feature in word processors that lets you create a batch of documents that are personalized for each recipient. It makes you or lets you create a batch of documents that are personalized for each individual. For example, you can use it for bulk mail, letters, labels, or envelopes. When you use it for letters, it's always important to note that each recipient will have a personalized document, probably having their names, their addresses, their specific special numbers, and any other characteristic that you'd wish them to have. So without much ado, let us go and see how we can do it. I have made a document that I've saved in this folder written mail merge. Double click on it so that we open it. And here, Form 2 list 2024 is in mail merge. It is a list that we are going to use for mail merge. It is an Excel and it contains the recipients, the people that we need to send a letter to. And down here we have a letter that we are going to use such that now each individual in this will receive a personalized letter. So double click on it to open. Double click on it to open. It is opening. It is an Excel form, as you can see. So what do we have in it? What do we have in it? Let's go all the way to the top. We have the name or the names of the individuals going all the way down. We have the admission numbers. The top row, these ones are called headers. These ones are called headers. They are called headers. We can put another color probably that is more visible. Which one? Yeah, that one, this one. Which one is more visible? Whichever. Acha tukae tuna hiyo. That one is more visible. Then the classes, they inform 2. It's best if we make it 2Q, 2K, 2, something like that. How do we do that? We highlight everything, then we press Control F. It will bring this window, but what I want is not find. I want us to replace. I select replace, or I click on it. Then let's say whenever I find a Q, I replace it with 2Q, and you'll see what happens. Then I come here and replace all. What do you notice? That whenever or wherever there was a Q, now it is a 2Q. I also do the same to K. Wherever there was a K, it should be replaced with 2K, such that we come from 2K. I come down here again and I replace all. Then after doing that, I OK there, I close, and I save my document. So my document now has the classes as they should be, and it also has the amount they owe the school. The amount they owe the school, each individual. How many individuals do I have? If I highlight the admission numbers from the first to the last, all the way to the last, then I come down here to the status bar, I find that we have a count of 111 students. So we shall be sending letters to 111 guardians or parents of members of 2K and to Q, and also the balances they have. We should not forget that the letter must have the name of each of the students. So all these details will be in the letters that we shall send to the students. I can now close that, open the document that will now be sent to the parents. It is in Word, as you can see, it is in Word. Let us be at the home tab. The home tab. We don't want to send the letters to only John Munyao. But if you look at this letter, it's the Minister of Education, nothing changes here. State Department of Early Learning and Basic Education, Murang'a County, Ngado Secondary. It is a fees reminder. The addresses are there, everything else is there. The date, this date we can change to whichever date that we need for the particular day. This to inform you that your child, we don't need to send to only one student. So we delete that. And here we shall be left with a slot where we shall put the name of every student. Then we go to the admission number. We don't need to send to 1392 only. We need to send to everybody. Here we don't want to send to members of 2K only. Sorry about that. I need to replace that. Or I can come here and say undo, 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 undo. Then I delete 2K. I'll leave that space. The amount of money owed should not be 10,000 for everybody. So I should also again delete that. That way. I've deleted all the parts that I need. Please pay the full amount before reporting back to school. The fee should be paid in form of blah blah blah, that whole story. Just check that everything is right here, either before you merge or probably after, or before you print your letters. So now, how do we ensure that every child's name has been put there? It's quite easy. Quite easy. At the top here, you'll see the tabs. All you need to do is to go to the mailings. If you look at some of the icons here, they are grayed out. They are not active. They have been inactivated. But check envelopes, labels, start mail, select recipients, and this one is not very important here for now. Merge. Okay, it can be quite important because you can merge and make a PDF of the letter. Probably we shall try to use it, or use some other means of making our letters into PDF. We shall use select recipients. Why? Because we already have a list. So I click on it. Do we type a new list? No, we already have a list that we made earlier. So use an existing list. Yes. Click on that. Yep. Like that. Then we are supposed to go to the particular document that we need, which has already been made. I come to documents, to desktop, mail merge folder, and I pick the list or the file with the list. I open it, and actually this is the one that I need. This is the one that I need. So here I say okay. If you look at the icons at this point, you'll see quite a number of them are now active. They're now quite active, and we are still at mailing. So address block, no, we don't have that. Greetings on this letter, we don't have that. Insert mail merge field, yes. So we have this point where we need, this is to inform you that your child, the name of the child should be there. So at this point, I click on it and I click name, and every child's name will appear here. What next? Admission number. I'm here. The admission number should be there. come to insert and we click on admission number. From there, we go to class, insert merge field, and the class of the student will appear at that particular point. Finally, the amount of money owed to the school. Insert merge field and write down the amount. So before we preview, you can see here we have the name, admission number, class, and the amount owed. What can we do next? We can preview, see how our letter shall be or will be. So I click on it and it has given me the first person in the list. Mutua Monica Mbithe, admission number 316, 2Q, and owes 300 shillings. Please pay blah blah blah. I can go to the next using this icon, next record, and the next record is Njoki Monica Wangari. What if I try to make it bold? If I try to make this one bold, like that, then I get back to mailing and I say next. You can see everything here is bold. What if I make again that one? I press on my control to highlight that one also. Still pressing on the control to highlight that one also that way. Then I come to home and I bolden everything. I can also correct here like that. Then I get back to my mailings and go to the next. You can see all the key items that we have put in bold are in bold for everybody. So number 4, number 5. What if I go to the last record? The last record appears not to have anything. Number 112. Actually, we shouldn't have had 112. So let's get back to 111. Margaret Njeri Irongo, Marian Mutete Mwikali, Sylvia Wainaina, Edwin Wushu Wajiko, Esther Namkobe Christina. So you can see all what we need is there. And then this means what? That each learner can have their own letter to take to their parents. So after this, simply finish mail merge. What do I want? I can edit individual documents, I can print the documents, or I can send email messages Let's print the document. It brings me a box here, merge to printer. How do I want to print all of them? Do I want to print only the current record, or do I want to print from a particular page to a particular page? I want to print all of them. So I say, okay. It gives me a print dialog box, this pop-up, and this is the printer. The name of the printer is Microsoft Print to PDF. If I open this one, I can see I can also print with OneNote. I don't know what that one will give me for now, but let me print using the virtual printer. This is not a physical printer, it is a virtual printer, Microsoft Print to PDF. I need to print all of them, not specific pages, and the number of pages for every student is just 1. I'll just come down here and say, okay. Then it asks me, where do I want to save? So let me save in the same place where we had our merge document. at desktop, then merge. Where's merge? Yeah, mail merge. There it is. What do I call it? I'll call it fees notes. Call them fees notes, and I save that way. So you can see now it is printing 0 pages so far. I think it is still preparing, or probably it is printing with the inside. We still continue waiting. When you see this sign, the sign on the cursor, that sign always shows that the computer is working. Inside something is going on. It is not idle. The computer is active. Those pages were very many. They were very, 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 very many. They were very many. Very many. So next, I go to my mail merge file and I see fees notes in PDF. Let me open it. There was an error. So this one is not opening. Probably it's not yet ready. Yeah, it's not yet ready because you can see it has 0 KB now. Probably it is ready. 882 KB. We try again to open by double clicking, and lucky us, it opens. The first letter, Monica Mbive. That is her page. Let us open the preview panel. Yeah, preview panel. And this letter unfortunately went to the next page. I was not hoping for that, but no problem. The next one is for Jockey Monica Wagari, page 1 and 2. The next one, Mutesia Immaculate Mutendwa. The next one, Kilei Stephen Mutoa. The next one, Maina Edward Ngolania. The next one, Kimeu Brian Musioka, 12/13/27 of 2K, owes 390. We go to the next. Here is the next. Wambui Nancy Wanjiku, 2Q. The amount owed is there. So I can now close this one, or I can close this one. But before I close, probably I should print. Get to that icon for printing. It opens print, and I can choose a printer. I do not have a physical printer, but if I had a physical printer, then I would print and I would make physical copies or hard copies for this, which then will be presented to each learner. We can try something. There is this merge to PDF. Let's see what happens if we click on it. Acrobat PDF Maker, merge. All, specify PDF mailer. Problem. Let's call it PDF mailer. And we're okay. Okay. Acrobat, verifying the database, and you can see how active the computer is from the way the icon is flashing. Verifying database has found inconsistencies. Please make sure there are no blank records. Okay, there seems to be a problem. So probably we can forget about that. This now is how, if we go back to desktop, mail merge, we have our fee notes there, and we can send each of these fee note to every parent wherever they are having personalized details of the learners. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next lesson.